on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Desperate to go viral.
I am the female Drake. And whether people choose to believe it or not, they will see it soon.
But how far is too far?
My daughter got a tattoo on her forehead that said, "Suck my."
I'm Telly Zelly. I do me.
You make it possible for her to live in fantasy land.
That's cool.
And believe that she's some kind of rap genius. You're not helping. Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Okay, who is out there dreaming of fame and fortune, right? Millennials aren't the only ones obsessed with fame and money. According to a recent Morning Consult study, it's the Gen Zers, those 23 and younger, who consider fame and fortune even more important to their lives than millennials do. But how low will some go for that fame? Would you lick ice cream and put it back on the store shelf? Would you risk getting hit by a car just for a viral dance craze? Well, take a look.
Where's the rest?
Pittman went viral when he posted a video of himself holding an American flag on Jack's Beach during Hurricane Matthew. What was he thinking?
Another Bluebell liquor caught on camera. Port Arthur police said it happened in their city, and they were notified by concerned citizens after this video started making the rounds on social media. We spoke with a detective with the LaPorte Police Department today. He said they have identified the man.
20-year-old Chantelli earned a college scholarship, but her mother, Yowanli, was devastated to find out her daughter dropped out of college, changed her name to Telly Zelly, became a rapper, and is currently using social media to become what she hopes will be famous. Take a look.
My beautiful, smart 20-year-old daughter is obsessed about becoming a famous, viral star. For the last year, I've been watching my daughter's life unravel right before my eyes. Now she wants to pursue her life as a rapper.
Listen, I'm a young girl from the trenches.
I feel like Chantelli's gone completely off the deep end.
Growing up, my daughter Chantelli was wonderful.
I did really well in school. I got all straight A's.
In debate, she was very successful. She won medals, she had trophies.
Telly did have aspirations to be a marine biologist.
During my senior year in high school, I performed at the Apollo Theater. When I was on the Apollo Theater at that stage, I was like, ah!
She won that competition, and she was given a 4-year scholarship to college.
Bro, like, we get to finally get her out of the hood. After being in college, it just wasn't for me.
My niece decided that she wanted to drop out of school. If I was Chantelli's mom, I would have beat her ass and took her phone away from her, sent her back to school.
Everything about my daughter has changed. She's even changed her name. She goes from Chantelli to Telly Zelly.
I hate that she calls herself Telly Zelly. I think it sounds so dumb. She reminds me of the Teletubbies with a mix of Sesame Street, if you guys remember the Telly character they had, who was the slow one. Telly Zelly is like this little gangster wannabe, weed smoking, showing off her body.
Her music is trashy.
Beef never starving, but 7 and in the apartment ain't sleep.
A few weeks ago, my daughter went and did the unbelievable. She went and got a tattoo on her forehead that said, "Suck my." I was like completely freaked out. I'm still freaked out. Like, who does that? I think that my daughter's way too smart for these stupid decisions, but with this behavior, I might be wrong.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how did you feel, Yowanli, to first find out that your daughter, who had been a good student, had won medals, had won actually a 4-year scholarship, full ride, right?
Yes, sir.
How did you feel when you found out she said, nope, dropping out, leaving it on the table, walking away?
So what was really messed up is that she didn't tell me directly. I kind of find out through social media. So it's like a smack to the face.
Olga, why do you think Telly had a hard time adjusting to college?
From what she expressed to me, she said she wasn't a fan of the vibe and what was going on in school.
The vibe.
The vibe.
The vibe.
As in waking up and going to class vibe?
Yes, as in waking up and going to class, and I guess everybody doing what they're supposed to do and everybody on this strict line.
Right.
It was just not what she wanted.
She just couldn't swing that.
Yes.
Okay. But then she chooses to go the route that she's gone.
I expected her to be writing speeches for people because she's talented, but so
she's very articulate.
She's very, so it's just so, you know better than that. I thought you knew better than that because we speak about this all the time. Like we would speak about this all the time. Like, man, people just try to take the easy way out instead of like working really hard and going to school and getting these things together. But we know about this stuff. So it's weird that she wants to like kind of go backwards and invest her time in that.
I feel like we were just a bit disappointed that was the route she chose.
A bit disappointed is an understatement.
Yeah. Well, you say that Wanley took a back seat to just let this kind of play out instead of getting involved. I'm asking her.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like she was more trying to be her friend and trying to be there for her. You understand?
When I see like she's not trying to go to school, I'm like, well, babe, at least you're like halfway past. Can you at least wrap it up and at least get your associate's degree? Maybe you don't want to go to school for the 4 years. Fine, just get your associate, wrap it up. Well, she wrapped it up all right. She wrapped it up to the point where she doesn't want to go, and now all she wants to do is rap. I'm like, girl.
The rapping, not so much, is the making a fool of yourself on social media, being a clown and attention seeking and wanting all this attention from everyone and negative attention at that.
What do you think about her rap career?
I think she needs to think about it. So you went and put this tattoo. Do you really want to, do you want to empower anybody or just want to be a clown, known to be a clown? She ain't going to be a class clown, I'll tell you that, but she's going to be just an internet clown now.
Yeah, because you get that tattoo, that's there, I mean, you can maybe change it later.
There's no change.
Well, she's a writer. Maybe she could maybe alter it to say, savor my diction or something. I mean, I don't know, something where...
Thank God for makeup. Thank God for makeup that maybe, but...
You can maybe cover it up.
Even though when, you want to, let's say, get a good job or something like that, nowadays people not only look at your resume, they go see what you do online and they look at you through that. So this is what you want a potential employee to find when you're trying to get a job.
How is she existing now? How does she buy food? Where does she stay? What does she...
Oh, we still kind of take care of her. She doesn't have a real job. No.
So you're supporting her?
Oh, yes.
Where does she live?
She lives at home.
Well, no. She says she's a girl from the trenches.
Not from the trenches. It's because our neighborhood was bad, but now we're fancy. So we probably were for the trenches.
We're from Brooklyn. We're from Brooklyn. We're in the hood from Brooklyn. But, Brooklyn has had its turnaround.
So now we're doing a little better.
That's another thing.
She actually lives with her mother.
Yeah, she's... So now that we've been having this thing, she's always over in her brother's house because she doesn't want to hear what I have to say.
Do you think she has any talent?
Yes. She has writing talent. She can write.
Well, I mean...
As rapper.
Rapping.
It could use some work.
Can use a lot
I just feel like you're rapping about something that you're not, and someone's going to pull your cards. And
that's
you're just going to be more embarrassed.
And that's scary. So
you want to be a gangster, and you're not about that.
Well, Wanley's daughter and Olga's niece, Chantelly, now known by her rapper name, Telly Zelly, is here and has been listening backstage. So we'll hear what she has to say next. And later, we'll meet a couple of Gen Zers who say they are purposely planning pranks in hopes of going viral. We'll be right back.
My family just can't accept me for who I am deep down inside. They could just pretend I'm done, dead, gone. I'm Telly Zelly. I do me. I'm gonna do and commit to doing what I wanna do.
We're from Brooklyn, New York. Growing up in our neighborhood, you really have to fight for what you want.
I feel like my sister gave Chantelly every opportunity to be able to do everything that she wanted, and she supported her 100%. She used to be this well-rounded, intelligent, beautiful young woman, and now she's done like a 180, and she's someone that I don't even know.
Her chances of having a normal life is like completely gone now. I've always told my daughter to follow her dreams, but at this point, it's like, why did I ever say those words?
The price of college tuition today is at an all-time high, costing well over $100,000 for 4 years to go to a private college, not including room and board. So, of course, Yowanli was thrilled when her daughter, Chantelly, won a scholarship to a private four-year college. But then Chantelly changed her name to Telly Zelly, decided to drop out for another plan. That was to become a famous rapper.
First and foremost, what I just feel like everybody gotta slow down and understand is that I'm truly just following my passion for art, seriously, and just following my passion for music. It could get real, but please don't let it. I am the female Drake. And whether people choose to believe it or not, they will see it soon. The real problem is with my family, honestly, and the fact that they choose not to open their minds, expand their horizons. Come on, guys, like let's do something, change something. It's something. My family just can't accept me for who I am deep down inside. They could just pretend I'm done, dead, gone. I'm Telly Zelly. I do me. I like to make music. I like to live life. I like good vibes, good food, good bud, and I just be chilling, taking it day by day. This is me. Like, yo, at the core of my music, it's honesty, it's transparency, but confidence. It's Telly no hotel, but I put people arrested. For people who feel like they can't listen to my material, tune into my content because I'm too offensive, too much of this, too much of that. To those type of people, ultimately, I say suck my d. A really big part of making it today is social media. I feel like if you take Instagram away from me, I don't have a life. What I did was decide to go and get my tattoo. And my tattoo basically says what I need everybody to read when they're not feeling me or when they don't agree with me. And that's suck my d. And what it stands for is the fact that is a lifestyle, not caring about what people think and dedicating myself to my inner passions. When I got my tattoo, I decided to film it because I knew I was making a really big life-changing decision. I had my brother Josh doing it for me. After we took the video, we thought, like, why not share it to the world? And it got like 5.3 million views in about 2 hours. Finally, I get the attention. I would do it again. I was actually gonna plan on going for another one soon. I'm gonna do and commit to doing what I wanna do.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, baby? Nice to meet you, Phil.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah?
What's up? What it do? What's up? What up? What up?
So, you haven't seen your mother in a month.
Yeah.
You haven't seen your aunt in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's crazy, though. Like, just listening to half of it, like I was backstage, it's just ridiculous to me, you know? Like, I'm me, and that's something that I just passionately feel for, you know? Doing what comes to my mind. That's just simple as that.
But it's hard to them to listen to her when they gotta suck mud across the forehead.
She sounds like a chicken hand. That's what
she
like.
sounds mad. Like, everybody
like
mad.
Some other kid that really wanted to go to school could have had a 4-year college scholarship. That's the math.
So what's your plan?
My plan is to just continue doing what I'm doing, and that's building a portfolio of genres of music, visuals. I create the treatments for my own videos. I sit there, I budget. It's hard. I'm doing it alone, independently. Like, clap for that. Like, most people can't do it on their own. Thank you. That one little person, yeah. And that's the type of person that I am. That's the type of person that I am. I don't even need one person in this crowd to believe in me. I believe in me.
Then why not go to school for something with music, if that's what you want to really do?
Taking a class for music, why? When I could sit there and teach myself, like, you know, these institutions is outdated.
What's the end route now with this tattoo on your face?
All right, well, this is just the beginning. Me being expressive, me having to deal with a family that's hostile, like, that's a whole different ballgame.
We're not hostile. We're not hostile. We're sad.
But if you don't believe in this, why are you supporting it?
I'm not hostile, and I wasn't supporting it. I wasn't supporting it. I'm not gonna just give up on her because she decided to do something different.
You know, I'm not completely foreign to this because Robin and I have 2 sons. One of them's very business-oriented. The other one's a musician. And it's the one on the left. Is a musician. And he wanted to pursue that, and we negotiated a deal. You do college, so he went to USC for 4 years, and we said, okay, we'll support your music as far as you want to go. We didn't have to support it very long, but we did.
That's what I'm saying. But she's like, no, but I'm like, so then that's when I come up with the go for music stuff.
Phil, I think it's extremely cool that you supported your son if he completed school, but like I said, it's a different dynamic. Like, in all respects, I'm from a different place. Like, I'm from the hood, we from the trenches. Yeah, Brooklyn is a little different now, but okay, so what? This is what I grew up in.
So then I'm only asking you to have finished school. That's all I have to say. I did all that to just have finished
coming up, we're going to meet one of Telly's music managers, her younger brother, Josh. Telly, he says, is magic.
When it comes to my sister, Telly Zelly, she's a musical genius.
I think Josh, he's a bad influence. No offense to Josh, but I just don't feel like he's the brightest light bulb in the box.
Joshua, my brother, is my left hand, my backbone, my ride or die. Without my brother Josh, a lot of things would have not been possible. And everything going on with my family, I know that Josh would not even think twice to have my back. Josh, if you're watching this right now, bro, you already know the vibes. Gang, gang. One, I love you. Two, what everybody else gotta think. If you on my team, which I already know you are, and you gonna keep being there, bro, we going to the top. And you know I'm taking you with me. You know you're the only one. I love you.
Did she have this heavy of an accent in high school?
No, and now I'm like, listen, talking to her, I'm like, don't talk that shit. Mom, how you want me to talk? And I'm like, damn it, how you used to talk last month? I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm like, how you used to talk last month? And you know what? And she knows what I mean.
What she want me to do? Be corporate all the time?
Not corporate.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
I am myself.
Be
and
yourself.
then what? I get
Educate
attacked
yourself.
for it. Like, there's levels to people. Like, okay, because I was 16-year-old me. Nobody's going to be the same person they was when they were 16, 17, up until they 25, right? There's levels to things, right? There's a journey of life, a process you have to go through. Why are they confining me, harassing me? This is why I don't even come around people. No one wants to be made to feel like an animal.
Let's take a look at Josh.
In my eyes, Telly Zelly is brilliant. She's very talented. When it comes to my sister, Telly Zelly, she's a musical genius.
Listen, I'm a young girl from the trenches, yeah.
Music is her natural gift, and it's second nature to her. We're not here to make quick money on the internet. We're here for longevity and here to develop my sister as an artist and for her to be known. Unfortunately, our family's not so supportive of her artistry.
I feel like Josh has been influencing my daughter on this whole rap career thing. He was doing it actually before she was, and he, you know, I feel like he maybe encouraged it more than what she was thinking about.
I think Josh, he's a bad influence. He's the one that got her smoking marijuana. No offense to Josh, but I just don't feel like he's the brightest light bulb in the box.
I don't feel like the family realizes it, but they hurting her. I'm just trying to help her fulfill her dream, and we definitely know what we're doing. And if you doubt us again, you can read it on her face.
Josh, welcome.
What's up, Dr. Phil?
You've been listening backstage, so
of
you
course
know
I did,
you're
yeah.
up to speed.
I'm up to speed, 100%.
Yeah. So,
I have a lot to say. I don't feel like I influence her to do anything at all. I'm just here as a strong supportive system for her to get fuel in the morning, to be like, you know, I'm enough to do this, you know? And not a lot, you know, with the situation with the family, that's not, you know, pushing her. It's kind of demotivating her in a sense, in my way, and it's taking away from her peace of mind as a human being.
So you're her manager?
Yes, co-manager. We have a manager, but basically, yeah, a manager.
All right. Do you have a job otherwise?
No, I'm a college student.
Uh-huh.
So he could go to school. And invest his time in this one.
Well, if you're going to manage somebody, having training in business would be important.
Yes.
You want somebody that knew how to do business and had training and all that, so
yes.
You're smart to stay with that. You're a manager, so let's look at her current yearly income from music. Okay.
So he's doing a great job.
Not for long, and that's not for long.
It's okay, y'all can laugh. Y'all can all laugh.
But you got to start
it's
somewhere.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere, right? And you're okay to finance this.
I'm not okay to finance it. So my only thing is
based on results, you are.
No, man, it's not that. It's like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I need help trying to explain to her, like, I don't mind. It's not about me hating on what she wants to do for her future. It's not that. It's like, I look at it like you're wasting time right now. And the fact that she can't do both is super weird because there's people in high places that do both all the time. So, like, I feel like you're making it
go. That's what I'm saying.
Not in the
I'm
best
like, no, but how many times am I going to say, though? Like, can we look at it from the bigger picture? I'm going to become miserable because I'm not living happily like everybody else does when they live for other people.
You make it possible for her to live in fantasy land.
That's cool.
And believe that she's some kind of rap genius. You're not helping. Closed captioning provided by If you're going to be successful, I can tell you a couple things that you do need to know. And one is you have to be authentic.
Yes.
This affected accent you have all the time, that's not authentic. Here's the reality. I've met a lot of people that say, you know what? I'm going to write the great American novel. I'm going to write the next big hit song. And you know what I say? That's great. You should follow your dream to the extent you can afford it.
Oh, great. That's a good way to put it.
Necessity is the mother of invention. She doesn't have the necessity to get in touch with the real world because you make it possible for her to live in fantasy land.
That's cool.
And believe that she's some kind of rap genius. Until she has to work to get it, you're going to allow her to drop out of school, live in your house, go around, get tattoos on her face, and you're funding it all. You're not helping.
You're right.
If you want to pursue this, fine, work for it. Get a job, fund yourself. Don't live off your mother and then talk about being authentic from the trenches. Get a job.
That's cool. That's cool. Listen. Let me also throw in there, because if my mother gonna sit here and act like she know me, let her act like she knows the full me. I know what I want for myself, and I'm gonna do anything. You say she's enabling me? Cool. I could be homeless on the street. I'm gonna still ask for a penny, and with every single quarter, I'm gonna go record a song. That's all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, Dr.
That
Phil.
homeless will just help her case for her Instagram.
You know, there are a lot of rappers with college degrees.
Yes.
J. Cole, St. John's University, magna cum laude. Fonte, North Carolina Central University, magna cum laude. Ludacris, Georgia State University. Chuck D, Adelphi University. David Banner, Southern University. These guys go out and they...
And that's all I'm saying. Like, dude, it's all good, Cha-Cha, everything. Have I not been your #1 fan since the day you were born? She says Josh pushes her now. Who's been pushing you for 20 freaking years? Who's been pushing you? It's been me. How did you get that thing? So don't just kick me out. Don't kick me completely away. Don't kick me completely away, because at the end of the day, I still am rooting for her.
But she's dragging it. You know why she's dragging it right now? Because I am sticking to my dream. It's not her dream.
But you have to earn your dream. You don't want to go to college, which I don't think is a smart idea, because I think you go to college, you're going to improve your vocabulary, you're going to improve your contacts, you're going to improve a lot of things that are going to make you.
That's all I'm saying.
As opposed to getting this tattooed over your eyebrow, which I look at that and I think that's just desperation because you don't really believe you have talent. That's what I see when I see that. That's just a...
Dr. Phil, you should go on the internet more. Yeah, you should go on the internet more. And you should see what people really engulf themselves into. This is symbolism.
I've looked at every second of every video you have on the internet. You are going to pursue this dream. You just need to earn your right to do it. And you're cheating her if you don't require her to do that.
Okay.
If you have talent, it will carry you.
Trust, and she
does.
does.
I think you may.
She does.
We're going to meet a couple of Gen Z friends who admit they purposely plan stunts just to post them online with one intended goal, and that's to go viral. People will do desperate things to get attention. We're going to hear from them next, and I want you all to keep listening. We'll be right back.
We like to make videos online that just kind of push the boundaries. We both have had videos go massively viral.
We did this because we want our faces out there.
We wanted attention.
A lot of consequences came with these videos. The police actually showed up at my job.
We're definitely not gonna stop here. If anything, we're just gonna get more and more followers.
Closed captioning provided by According to a recent IBM study, 22% of Gen Zers are making money in some way online. Is it always done in the smartest way? My next guest, 20-year-old Lars and 19-year-old Bamarin, were inspired by a rash of viral videos of people licking ice cream last summer, so they decided to make their own. They each made videos where they appeared to contaminate various products in stores. They both say they go through great lengths to create content just to try and go viral. Take a look.
We like to make videos online that just kind of push the boundaries.
The purpose in our videos is mostly just to make people laugh, but also kind of freak them out a little bit.
We both have had videos go massively viral.
The attention is well loved.
I walked into the store with Bamarin and, you know, we found an ice cream. I opened it up, licked it.
Let's go. I decided to drink mouthwash and gargle it back into the bottle and put it back on the shelf. Nice and minty and fresh.
The way you spit it back, a classic. We didn't do anything wrong because when we did our videos, we actually paid for the products.
We did this because we want our faces out there.
We wanted attention. There was literally no other reason besides us literally just wanting to be famous.
Right after we made our viral videos, we just posted them as soon as possible and it went crazy.
The next morning when I woke up, 30 million views.
It went insane. Millions of views. I was literally just sitting on my bed, scrolling through notifications over and over, and it went to 18 million by the end of the night.
A lot of consequences came with these videos. I actually got fired from my job. I'm banned from Walmart, and I got banned from Instagram for about a month and a half.
I opened up my social media and saw thousands of death threats in my DMs of people genuinely wanting to hurt me.
The police actually showed up at my job, but luckily I made sure to keep the receipt in my wallet because I'm smart like that.
I had to go to the police station for 5 hours.
Ever since we made our mark on the influencer community, we realized that it was the place for us and we don't ever want to leave.
We're definitely not going to stop here. If anything, we're just going to get more and more followers.
Okay. Now, you did this by design, right?
Curated, yes.
You wanted it to go viral. You wanted to get millions of people to look at this.
And that we did, yeah.
Yeah, and how do you monetize that?
Well, I mean, after going massively viral and having thousands of celebrities tweet about you and talk about you for weeks straight, I mean, it's pretty easy for brands to reach out and pay you.
Same with you?
Yeah, we actually both have running ads on Snapchat right now. You've probably seen them.
Yeah. And so you make money, like money to live on money?
Yeah, lots of it.
So you had negative backlash from this, though.
That's all that we got was negative backlash and money. That's literally it. And
You've
followers.
been bullied online.
Yeah.
Like, how so?
There were people on social media acting like they knew me and like being like, oh, I used to be friends with him. Oh, he's blah, 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 blah. And they would get like 200,000 likes on the tweet.
Okay.
It's like, literally, if you talk about me, you can go viral for a day. Because that's how relevant I am.
The friendship has been strained with Bamarin.
Lars has a habit of taking credit and not giving credit where credit is due. But what y'all need to know is the ice cream video was my idea.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's why my nails are in the video. I had to be a part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your nails are in the video because I handed you the ice cream, but I'm the one in the video, so it doesn't matter whose idea it was.
You're lucky I even recorded it.
I'm more relevant than you, so I'm not going to talk about you.
Okay, but I constantly give you video ideas.
I didn't come on here to fight you. Like, we can talk about this somewhere else. We're literally on Dr. Phil. Like, let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue.
We'll be right back. Well, we're back with Lars and Bamarin, who claim they have figured out how they can make a living pulling stunts and posting them online. Do you think that this is modeling bad behavior for, like, really young people?
It's easy to go viral. You just have to make sure you're not going to get arrested.
And we're not, like, telling other people to do it.
You say you want to inspire LGBTQ kids, right? Yeah. And you want to inspire them how?
Well, basically, I want to build the platform first, and I'll kind of do anything it takes to get there. But I just want to show people that there is someone out there like them, and you can kind of be crazy and still be LGBTQ and a good person.
Right.
Yeah.
And what do y'all's families think about you doing these stunts, these pranks?
Personally, mine don't love it, but it's not going to stop me because it's getting me somewhere, obviously.
Right. How about you?
I mean, I don't talk to my family.
Why not?
They're irrelevant.
They're irrelevant?
None of them have followers. If they got followers or got rich, I'd probably talk to them again.
Now, hang on a minute. Did you just say I don't talk to my family because they don't have followers?
If they had followers, they'd be here right now.
You talking about your mother?
I mean, my mom has more followers than my sister.
It's your mother. What difference does she make? What do you care if she has followers or not? It's your mother.
Can anyone tell me, like, what I would talk to my mom about if she's not going to be making me relevant?
Yeah, like, hi, Mom.
Now I have a career and I'm famous. Like, that's what happens when you get famous. You cut people off.
Seriously?
I mean, everyone's upset with it, maybe because you guys aren't relevant either, so you don't understand.
Scum bunnies! You're just scum bunnies. Maybe I'm out of sync, I guess, because I didn't know you till today. And if you got to wear an I'm not trying to. No. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just not in the big. I'm not big on.
I get it.
You know,
because all these people already knew me, right?
But I mean, I've had the same secretary for 45 years. I've had the same accountant for 45 years. I've had people that have been in my life. I don't cut people off.
Well, you were famous. You were Dr. Phil. So you didn't need to.
Well, not 45 years ago.
He's big-headed. He just likes to cut people off for fun. He's ruined a few of my relationships as well.
You know what I found? It's the bigger the star, the smaller the ego.
I don't have an ego. It's not an ego. It's just fact.
I just hope you guys stay safe.
Yeah, you can't mess up
because you're famous now. You got to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
See, you get it. I told you.
Yeah. See, I'm catching up. All right, coming up, my next guest was prescribed medication for anxiety, but she ended up addicted and nearly died. We're going to meet her, and I'll have a warning for parents next. Closed captioning provided by... As a teenager, my next guest, Jill, had anxiety many people deal with. She had a fear of flying. Since she traveled frequently, she sought medical help and was prescribed a medication to calm her fears. It worked, but it also led to an addiction that she says took over her life. Take a look at her story.
My anxiety started when it came to flying. When I would get on the planes, I would feel I'm gonna die on this plane. I went to the doctor and she prescribed me something to calm me down, a benzo.
I was a little concerned, but I felt like she was only prescribed a few pills. We would keep track of it.
I started realizing I'm taking too much and I'm probably getting addicted.
How were you able to get them so easily?
I would get free pills from guys who would find me attractive. I was very manipulative when I was on these drugs.
I was afraid of what she was going to do for these drugs. It's devastating to see your child in that condition.
When I realized that this isn't the life I wanted to live anymore, I went to my mom to find me a good rehab to go to. Thinking back, I never woke up one day and said that I want to be an addict, but in just a little less than 2 years, benzos destroyed a big part of my life.
Well, joining me are Jill and my longtime good friend, Dr. Frida Lewis Hall, Chief Patient Officer of Pfizer. So welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Jill's mother, Monica, is also here in the audience. So welcome, Monica. Thank you for being here as well. Jill, you were only prescribed 0.5 milligrams of benzodiazepine, benzos, for 1 month. What made you increase the dosage and how'd you get it?
Well, at first, the small amount was just for plane rides, and I started to take more and realized that I would feel even better and could get high from it. So eventually, I ran out of my prescription and found someone off the streets that I could get it from.
Okay, so how bad did it get?
It got really bad. I ended up overdosing 3 times, all within a month.
Monica, what was it like seeing your daughter go through this?
We knew at the beginning that she was prescribed this medication for her anxiety for airlines, and we were really shocked at how quickly the addiction took over.
Dr. Frida, just how common is anxiety in teens?
For a teen to experience anxiety is not uncommon, but if the anxiety becomes excessive or it gets in the way of living a healthy life, then they could actually be dealing with an anxiety disorder, such as fear of flying, a phobia, or a social anxiety disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Nearly 1 in 3 adolescents aged 13 to 18 will experience an anxiety disorder.
And what are some of the warning signs of the disorder?
Yep, so some of the warning signs include irrational fear or worry, changes in sleep patterns, and difficulty concentrating.
Doctor, how addictive are benzos, particularly for teens and young adults?
So benzodiazepines are used to treat a number of health conditions, including anxiety. And despite their many uses, the use of benzodiazepines can lead to both physical and psychological addiction. In fact, benzo abuse was found to be most common in people aged 18 to 35. If you think that you're addicted, and that means if you are taking it longer than you need it for the condition, or if you're taking more to get the same effect, you should see your doctor.
And another huge problem with benzos is the counterfeits that are out there. So did you take counterfeit drugs?
Yeah, eventually the person I was getting them from stopped getting them prescribed, and all they could get was counterfeit ones. And that was the first time I overdosed.
Dr. Frida, how dangerous is it to take these counterfeit drugs on the street where you don't know what it actually is?
These are very dangerous because they can contain both incorrect ingredients but also harmful ingredients. They can kill you.
How can you tell if the medication you're taking is a counterfeit?
So many of these you get online. The difficulty is they're designed to look real. So it's very difficult to look at them and tell that they're counterfeit until it's too late.
So the bottom line is you only purchase prescription drugs in the U.S. from a state licensed pharmacy. And if you're taking prescription medication, only take the dosage amount your doctor has prescribed. Right, Jill? You know that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I'm 2 months clean now, and life is just so much more beautiful than it was.
Well, look, for more information on how to talk to your teens about the dangers of abusing benzodiazepines, other prescription medications, and counterfeits, I want you to go to one of my favorite websites, which is gethealthystayhealthy.com.
And of course, when you get there, you can sign up for our monthly newsletter.
I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Dr. Frida Lewis Hall. Thank you. And Jill, thank you for being here, and thank you for having the courage to share your story, because it'll keep other people from making some of those mistakes.
That's awesome.
Right, okay. Now, before I go, I want to share a tweet. She wrote, "I love the fact that after every single show, Dr. Phil holds his wife's hand while they walk off stage. I love seeing men in love with their significant others." Well, this is my 18th season walking off stage with Robin, and I don't plan to stop. By the way, we've been married for 43 years. I love hearing from you on social media, so keep the comments coming. We'll see you next time.